Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Hassanaziz and today we're making a very special recipe. Bones the size of your arms. These are a rack of beef dinoribs. And for these ribs, we want to make sure that we give you a recipe that is so easy that you can make it without any hustle. And I want to give a big shout out to my good relative, Asfar Kudus, for giving me a step-by-step guide on how to make this recipe. This is tried and tested by one of the biggest foodies that I know. And for the taste test, we have a very special guest. You'll find out. Make sure you watch till the end. All right guys, so the food's ready and it's a beautiful chilly afternoon here on the weekend and I have a very good friend, Arslan Idrees.
Hello guys, thanks for having me, Hassan.
No problem at all. In this socially distanced environment, Arslan decided to show up and Arslan and I have actually been to school together and I didn't see him for years. And we ran into each other in a conference, and since then we've connected and we've sort of stayed in touch. So not only that we stayed in touch, we actually found out that we're both big foodies, always looking for halal food and always looking for good meat to eat. He's a big smoker and a big barbecue fan himself.
That's it.
And I can't wait to actually get post-COVID do an actual collaboration with him. So looking forward to that. But before that, the ribs are here. why don't you give it a try and let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, I must tell you guys first of all, and this is no fib, it's pure. I haven't been served this nice dish for the last 10 months since COVID started, so I'm really looking forward to it. For those of you who know why I'm so bundled up, it's -5. It's cold, but it's gonna get more colder here. And I think the best thing we can do is eat these ribs.
Yeah, and as Arslan goes ahead and goes into these ribs, the sauce close to you is habanero, and that's just as a prank because I know you don't like spicy food.
Yeah.
And the other one is absolutely something that you can dip into. These have been smoked outside on the Weber kettle right here at the back, and then they were cooked in the oven for about 5 hours or so.
Yeah.
So they're good to go. There's some sides here for you as well. Dig in. Let us know your thoughts.
Before I dig in, I will start off by saying one thing is that the smoky crust is very nice. It's nice and thick, which the barf is right there, perfect size. It's actually pretty tender, juicy as you guys can see. I wish you guys could see it actually, and I hope the camera will do just some justice to it. And I think it's a nice charcoal color on it. So, do you use anything specific for the smoke?
Yeah, so I use applewood for the
Wow.
smoke. And it's something that I think always complements the taste in a different way. Like meat is meaty, and I think when you go into applewood, it brings out a nice texture.
Yeah.
So
I think he brought the wrong knife. He didn't need this one. He could just get away with a butter knife here. But you know what? Wow. So there you go. My God. So look at this. It cuts nicely, and there's smoke coming out. So here goes. Here's the moment of truth, guys. So it's kind of peeling off. Look, and that is what you want. So here goes. And I don't want any sauce because I want to taste the meat, and I want to really taste the smokiness. And you know what? So I took the bite on it. It gave me that applewood smokiness in there. So the smoke is not overpowering, because that's, I think, one of the things that I'm personally looking for in the ribs, that is just enough smokiness for you to enjoy the meat taste, so it's not overpowering. I personally don't like a lot of sauces because I think with smokiness, the meat is tender, the smoke gives its own flavor, and the rest it's all art.
it is all art.
And it's moist. It's falling apart. So, it's a great job. How long did you take to cook this?
Yeah, so just to quickly summarize this cooking process, we actually, put it on top of the stove for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just to get a nice color on it. Then we put it in the smoker for about an hour. And the idea there was just making sure that we get a nice smoke top, just the bark that you're talking about. And then we cooked it in the oven for about 4.5 hours, close to 5 hours, making sure that when we actually took out the bone was peeled off. So
yeah, and I think for those of you listening, this is the part, right? Like, it takes time. If you want to cook it, it's slow. And what temperature do you maintain your ribs in?
Yeah, so the smoker was at about 250 degrees. And then the oven I had at about close to 300 degrees, 275, 300 degrees.
Wow.
And the idea here is why we did it this way is just to stress on the fact that while it takes time, the meat is cooking. You're not doing anything proactively, so it's cooking on its own. And as Arslan said, give it time to cook. You don't have to do anything. Don't look at it. Don't touch it. Don't do anything. Let it just cook on its own. So
yeah. It's just interesting that the taste, obviously it's very moist, which is a check mark, big one. It's nice bar, like look wise, it's perfect. Actually, it's perfect. From the actual taste wise, I taste the meat and I taste the smoke, and there's a little bit of the taste of the what do you call, like the spice in it, but it's a hint of it. It's not overpowering. So
Yeah.
what did you use for the spice of the top?
yeah, so for the spices, we started off with just salt and pepper. That's how I look to do it. And then on top, I had a bit of garlic powder. And then I also had celery seeds. That's the killer ingredient. I always think, guys, when you're barbecuing, celery seeds, I found out about it very late in the game, but I think it brings out the true meat taste when you're smoking meat. So celery seeds, when you're smoking meat, gives it a nice bark, and it's best from a smoking perspective.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys ever want to see me, link and comment below, because if this is the kind of treatment I'm gonna get, you'll see me here every weekend.
No, absolutely, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys like videos like this, make sure you hit that like button. Also, make sure that you leave a comment for my main man Arslan here and how he did. If you like recipes like this, let us know in the comments as well. And then until next time, Assalamu alaikum.
Take care, son, guys. Assalamu alaikum.
सर हमारा डिस्टेंस सही है सर?
हाँ.
सोशली डिस्टेंस
Socially distance.
अप्रूव्ड.
मैं को वैसे कह रहा हूँ लिपस्टिक ले आया बस मजाक कर रहा हूँ. बोतल ऐसे में रखना चाहता हूँ ताकि वो सेव ना
अच्छा स्पॉन्सर्ड है सर?
सेव ना है.
अच्छा सेव ना है.
ताकि पता चले लोग आपको नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं.
शौक है इसका मतलब. लेकिन मैं तो अपने लिए आपके लिए ग्लव भी लेके आया ताकि उतार.
दोनों कैमरे ऑन है. एक दफा रिकॉर्ड कर दिया कैमरे नहीं. खाना खत्म.
अरे ये वीडियो मैंने अपने भाई को भेज देनी है और उसके बाद ये नहीं जो छोटे नहीं बड़े वाले की बात कर रहा हूँ. मतलब लाइन लग जानी है तुम्हारे कार दे बाहर. सर ये
I remember you not liking spicy.
हाँ नहीं मैं उतना नहीं खाता लेकिन ये परफेक्शन पे है.
Yeah.
सर बोतल तो बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है. खुदा का नाम ले लें. अगर आप मुझे बताते ना तो मैंने कहना था ये तो बड़ी मतलब आप आला किसी
मैं बता रहा हूँ. मैंने आपको बताया अंदर की बात बता रहा हूँ.
I would say this is probably going to become my next favorite sauce.
Go to हो जाएगा.
हाँ. ये तो ऐसी सॉस है कि मैं दिन ब्रेड पे लात खा. एक 167 मिलियन तो डिस्क्लोज है. और बस मैं इसी को नो लेमन ग्रीस ऊपर बटर सॉल्ट पेपरिका पाउडर और थोड़ा सा गार्लिक जिंजर ड्राई सारा पाउडर्स. हाँ इंजेक्शन ठोस के उसके बाद बटर यही सब कुछ लेकर ना अंदर उसकी स्किन के अंदर भी अंदर बाहर सब कुछ और फिर उसको 2 घंटे पड़ा रहने दिया. फिर उसको स्टफ करके ना अंदर से स्वीट पोटैटोस के साथ और ग्रीन चिलीज के साथ अंदर उसके और मैंने स्मोक की. लो एंड स्लो सर. मतलब इट टुक मी 6.5 आवर्स. बिग साइज टर्की. लेकिन सर ऐसी आला बनी थी कि मैं बता नहीं सकता. मतलब जो ना भी खाए ना टर्की वो भी खा जाए.